It's on there.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of Phatts TV, sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven Sun. Any and all words have been authorized during the show. There is nothing off limits. Nobody is restricted from watching and participating in the show. It is a free-for-all. Commencing at the siren, any and all discussions will be legal for an extended period of time. Sports, politics, and any and all controversial topics will be talked about. You have been warned. May God be with us all.
Good evening and welcome to Phatts TV on this Friday night, June the 12th, day 8 of quasi-freedom. Happy Friday. Non-genetically proven Sun.
Yay!
Yay! Friday! So, as you were saying right before we came on live, there's some counties getting close to us that are going green.
Yeah, I don't know why our county's not green yet.
Oh, because there's still a lot of cases, you know.
Last I checked, the Senate said no more.
You know, we got a lot of old people in this county and in nursing homes and stuff. You know,
so let's have the nursing home be yellow and actually have everyone else be green.
Yes.
That would make sense.
Good old Comrade Wolf will not let our county go green. So the big news this week in our state was that both the House and Senate said, no more emergency. Governor Wolf, get rid of it. And Governor Wolf said, no, not gonna do it. So now they're going to court.
And they're going to lose.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court has agreed to expedite the issue. So I believe a couple weeks ago, maybe last week it was, I read the declaration of the disaster emergency. I'm going to read it again.
Okay.
I'm going to read it. And for those of you that may have missed the show that night and you don't go back and watch it, you got to remember all of our episodes are right here on the Phatts TV YouTube channel. You can go back and watch them anytime you want. So when you can't sleep, you put that on for 5 minutes and you'll be out just like that.
Because they're that boring.
Unless you can find the ones where I'm yelling at the camera.
Which is half of them.
So it's right here. It's Chapter 73 under Commonwealth Services, Subchapter A, the Governor and Disaster Emergencies. Section 7301, Part C. A disaster emergency shall be declared by executive order or proclamation of the governor upon finding that a disaster has occurred or that the occurrence or the threat of the disaster is imminent. The state of disaster emergency shall continue until the governor finds that the threat or danger has passed or the disaster has been dealt with to the extent that emergency conditions no longer exist, and terminates the state of disaster emergency by executive order or proclamation, but no state of disaster emergency may continue for longer than 90 days unless renewed by the governor. Now, that's what happened. A few weeks ago, the 90 days ran out, and the governor reauthorized it for another 90 days. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, here's the part that you need to know. The General Assembly, by concurrent resolution, may terminate a state of disaster emergency at any time. The General Assembly, by concurrent resolution, may terminate a state of disaster emergency at any time. Thereupon, the governor shall issue an executive order or proclamation ending the state of disaster emergency. All executive orders or proclamations issued under this subsection shall indicate the nature of the disaster, blah, 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 blah. So, it says it right there in black and white that the legislature, both houses, have to declare it's over and the governor has to abide. Pretty simple. It doesn't say unless if this. There's none of that in there. There's no unless. There's no C subsection ZZZ. There's none of that in there. So as long as the General Assembly says it, he's got to obey it. And he's not. So, the legislature has sued him, and the state Supreme Court has agreed to expedite the case. Now, seems like a slam dunk to me, to you, doesn't it? I bet the governor wins. I bet he wins. Do you know why?
All you have to do is pull that up, and that's...
Yeah?
You can't overrule that.
You can't. But let's remember the state of Pennsylvania on the Supreme Court has more Democratic judges than they have Republican judges.
So, I don't care what you are if you read that.
Activist judges like to find reasons.
Give me any reason to overturn that.
Because they said so. That's the reason. So don't be surprised when the governor wins. Now, the good thing about the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, it's not like the U.S. Supreme Court when you get on it, you're there for life. You got to have your term renewed. It's every 10 years, I believe. So, if the state sides with the favor of the governor, let's remember these people and kick them the fuck out when they come up for their vote, wherever they are whenever their 10 years comes up.
Well, why don't we just put a Republican governor in?
Well,
wouldn't that be the easiest thing to do?
And that will happen on the next election, but he can't replace judges.
But a Republican governor wouldn't
of course
say anything.
Of course not. That's why...
he wouldn't renew the 90 days.
That's why elections have consequences. So, speaking of, thank you for leading me into my next thing, attaboy. What does your shirt say, by the way?
Just on the right side of wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
On the right side of wrong.
That's true. So, yes, elections do have consequences. So I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I belong to like Berks County Conservatives or Berks County Republicans or something like that. And they're showing, like, this page today is like, can you believe this exists? It's Republicans for Biden. Republicans for Biden. Now, there was one of these 4 years ago, Republicans for Hillary. There was. And it's like, if you're a Republican, you have to be, excuse my language, a fucking idiot to vote for Biden. I don't care if you like Trump or not. I don't care if you like this guy. You gotta be a fucking idiot to vote for Biden for one reason. The president is the one who decides who goes on the Supreme Court when there's a vacancy. Obviously, it has to be approved by the Senate by simple majority. If Trump's the president again, Ginsburg's got to come up sooner or later.
She's old.
She's old. I don't wish death on anybody, but she's got to come up sooner or later.
She's trying to outlast Trump.
Yes. I mean, definitely if Biden wins in this next election, she's done after this next term. Without a doubt. She's done.
She's done like the second she can get off of it.
Yes. But that's important. It's very important. Just think, if Hillary had won the last elections, Trump has put 2 people on the Supreme Court. Can you imagine if Hillary got those choices? Now, one of them was because of a death. The other was because the gentleman stepped down. He was getting old. He didn't want to do it anymore. Maybe he doesn't step down if Hillary was president. But let's just say he did. She would have got 2 Supreme Court picks. Now,
were they both Republican that
yes.
dropped? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, one was kind of, he was a swing. He could have went, most of the time he sided conservative, but every now and then, like for gay rights, he sided with the liberals, which is perfectly fine. Gays should have rights. Mm-hmm. Let me move the thing. I can't see if we're going to get comments here.
The law is the law.
The law is the law, yeah. Yeah. Tell that to activist judges. So that's why we need to vote Republican And we always need to vote Republican until the Libertarian Party gets big enough.
Right.
We always need to vote Republican.
That's probably
just
not going to ever happen.
for that one reason, because the president gets the pick of not just the Supreme Court, any federal judge. And let's face it, Trump has put a lot of people on the federal benches. A lot of good, young conservatives that are going to be there for a long, long time. Because right now, it's only the judiciary that's saving us from a lot of shit going wrong in this country. Just my opinion, but you know what? My opinion is right. Just want to say that. What's that? Got a lot on the list tonight. Got a lot on the list. So, there's been a lot of statues coming down.
Okay.
People pulling down statues. You probably all saw the video of the one guy getting clocked in the head by the statue.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, he got clocked in the head pretty good, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure he still lived, but he's kind of, screwed up.
Bet you he's against the statue pulling down.
So tonight, I saw that a judge in Decatur has ruled, it's of a Confederate general, I believe. The statue has to be removed immediately out of fear that someone will get hurt when the public pulls it down. What? A judge ruled that the statue must be removed immediately because he's afraid that the citizens, the public, Antifa, is going to get hurt when they come to pull down the statue. Not that pulling down the statue would be illegal or anything. But, all of a sudden, it's become vogue to pull down statues.
You can tell me the last person again who pulled down statues?
Oh, he had a funny haircut. Well, it wasn't the last one, but he was one. He had the funny haircut, stupid little mustache, and he was leader of the Third Reich. That guy. That guy.
Okay.
So, all of a sudden now, Pelosi, who looks like she's permanently hammered.
Ice cream?
Did you see her kneeling the other day? She couldn't get up. She needed help getting up.
Ice cream and alcohol.
Pelosi now wants 11 statues removed that's in and around Washington, D.C. Let me ask you this question. She's been in Congress now, I don't know how many decades, whatever. It seems like about 14 or 15 decades by the way she looks.
Jeez.
Why wasn't this a problem when any other person was president? We had a black, last I checked, the last president was black.
Right.
Why wasn't it a problem then? Somebody tell me why is it only a problem now? Interesting thing is, at least one of the statues in Washington, D.C., that's of a Confederate general, at the dedication ceremony, Pelosi's father was kind of in charge of the thing. Oops. I guess he was a racist.
Apparently.
I guess so. I guess he was a racist. Speaking of. Did you notice only certain statues are coming down? What is Christine saying?
What a backdoor way to judge that was.
Yes. Only certain statues are coming down.
Okay.
I don't see any statues of Clinton being pulled down yet.
There's statues of Clinton.
There is at least one statue in America of Clinton. Hasn't been pulled down.
Which one?
What do you mean by which one? You mean which town? I forget. It's not in Arkansas where he was from, though. It's like up north somewhere. Believe it or not, if you don't know this, and I actually knew this, and when I learned this, I just shook my head and went, ugh. There's a statue in Seattle of Lenin. Not John Lennon. Lenin, the guy who led the communist revolution.
Okay.
No one's touched that. No one's touched that statue. That's still standing. Governor Pierce Nipples. There's a call now, obviously to take down all the statues of Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was what nationality?
Portuguese.
No.
Yeah, he was
No.
Portuguese.
No.
Yes, he was.
He sailed. Sorry, he sailed for who?
The Spanish.
No.
The English.
Google what nationality Christopher Columbus was.
He
Or
is
who he sailed for.
Portuguese. He's Italian.
Oh, he's Italian. Thank you. Portuguese, my Jesus Christ. It's that imbalance of chromosomes again, huh? Imbalance of chromosomes. He's Italian. Cuomo is what heritage? Do you really need to look that
Italian.
up? Italian! He doesn't want statues of Columbus getting destroyed. You know, it's funny how the disease of progressivism, you know, it's all great and dandy till they turn it around on you. It's great until they turn around on you. Ice Cube is a great example. Not Ice-T, Ice Cube, the rapper.
Well, who?
Yeah. He's all over Twitter. You know, bashing, you know, big supporter of Black Lives Matter, which is fine. No problem. We'll talk about Black Lives Matter in a little bit. Big supporter. Hates this guy. Trashes this guy. Trashes conservatives like me. Calls me a racist because I favor this guy. But then all of a sudden, they came after a show that his grandkids like, called Paw Patrol. His grandbabies like the show Paw Patrol. Get out of here! What's Paw Patrol about?
It's about a bunch of dogs that save crime, like stop crime.
They're like police!
Yes, they're police dogs. It's a show for like 5-year-olds.
They want Paw Patrol removed. Now all of a sudden he comes to Twitter. This is bullshit. This is bull. What? My grandbabies love Paw Patrol. We can't get rid of Paw Patrol. This is bullshit. See what happens? Ice Cube, Iced Tea, Ice Latte, whatever the fuck your name is.
If we are to remove history and statues, should any of MLK go down?
Exactly. Might as well take everything down. Take all statues down. But you see, Ice Cube, Iced Tea, Ice Latte, Ice Cream, whatever the hell your name is. Obviously chocolate ice cream.
Why chocolate?
Think about it.
Oh my god. Yes, indeed, an eye for an eye.
It's all good until they come after something you like. Paw Patrol. Seriously. Paw Patrol.
Because they show cops in good light.
They want to take guns away from Elmer Fudd.
I saw that one too.
Yosemite Sam. What? What? Excuse me? I doubt we'll ever see the Dukes of Hazzard on TV anymore. Because, lo and behold, the Rebel flag is on the General Lee. The Rebel flag. Not the Confederate flag of the South. The Rebel flag. Now, eventually, as the Civil War went on, the Confederacy did adopt that flag. But it's really, it's the battle flag of Virginia is what it actually is. It became known as the Rebel flag. So I don't think we'll see the Dukes of Hazzard on TV. So no more Boss Hogg. No more Cooter. Crazy Cooter coming at you. No more Roscoe Pico train.
Or you're just going to see a blur over the car.
No more Uncle Jesse. No more Daisy Duke. Daisy.
You know there's ways to, like, take it off the car and still play the movie, right?
No more Bo and Luke. No more of those other cousins that took over when Bo and Luke was off the show for a season. Vance and Coy, I believe their names were. God, that show sucked when Vance and Coy were on there. Do you guys remember Vance and Coy? Oh, God, that show sucked. No more Enos. No more Cletus. No more Lulu. What was the dog's name? I forget the dog's name. Oh, I was on such a roll now. I can't remember the dog's name.
I've never watched the Dukes of Hazzard. Why am I supposed to know?
It'll come to me. Someone out there in the world will know the dog. Flash. Flash was the dog's name.
I was gonna get there.
No more Dukes of Hazzard. No more moonshine. No more. Yeah. No more. Waylon Jennings as the balladeer. Political correctness has struck again. So we got no more Dukes. No more Yosemite. No more Elmer. No more Paw Patrol. No more cops. No more that live police TV show.
What's next? NCIS?
Yeah. NCIS. No more NCIS.
Or CIA or whatever.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
SVU. No more. No more Law and Order SUV either. For those of you that say it wrong. No more.
What, Law and Order van?
No more. No more. It's gone. It's out of here. See ya.
No more Bill Cosby cartoon either.
Political correctness. Chaz.
Did you take over that country yet?
I did fly out there today. Took my dragon. For those of you that are not friends with me on Facebook, my non-genetically proven son here, we were able to take the Night King from Game of Thrones and put my face over that. And
Yeah, I took a picture from 14 years ago?
12. 12. You were 8.
I was
You were
12
8.
years ago.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. I was taking the White Walkers out to take over Chaz.
Why didn't you do it?
What was the first thing they did when they took over Chaz? In case you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, these anarchists have taken over 6 blocks or so in Seattle, and they took over a police station that was abandoned. It was ordered to be abandoned. And they're calling it Chaz or whatever. What was the first thing they did? Any idea? Any ideas?
No clue.
Bueller? Any idea what the first thing they did?
Why do you go Bueller?
It's from the movie. Bueller. When he's taking roll. Bueller. He's taking roll. He goes, Bueller.
Okay.
What was the first thing they did? They put up a wall.
Did they really?
They did. They put up a wall.
How big? Like 2 feet up to my knees?
But they put up a wall. It doesn't matter. They put up a wall. I don't know. I thought anarchists and leftists were against the wall. What else have they done? Let's see here. Closed border police state run by a vigilante warlord protected by walls, and a photo ID is required to get in. Isn't that everything that the left protests about?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. They were begging for food the other day. They were. Apparently, the police chief says, the crime that's in there now, it takes the police 3 times as long to get there. So.
They shouldn't be helping them at all.
They shouldn't be. They want their, they want to be autonomous. Let them be autonomous. Let them produce their own electricity and produce their own water. Let them develop their own currency. The mayor of Seattle's like, this is the summer of love. Seriously? It's not like they're in a park. They've taken over the streets. She says like a block party. A bazaar. A spaghetti supper or something like that, she said. The governor apparently says he has no idea what's going on. They hate this guy. I don't know what it is with progressivism. It is definitely a disease. Definitely.
They didn't come prepared. Too bad.
Yeah, they didn't come prepared. Yeah. The city was
Chaz after Chaz Bono.
The city was nice enough to provide porta potties for them, though.
Ew, that's gross.
No, better than them peeing on the street.
It's like the same thing.
Supposedly, in the blocks, they were going around to the businesses like demanding protection money. Yeah, protection money. Great. Anarchists, far left loonies. Far left. By the way, anybody see a statue of Byrd? For those of you that don't remember Senator Byrd from West Virginia.
No.
No? You want to guess what party he was?
Republican.
No.
Democrat.
He was a Democrat. He was also openly a member of the KKK before he got into politics.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people like Hillary Clinton said that he was a mentor to her. A lot of people like Joe Biden said he was a mentor. In fact, I read when Robert Byrd died, Biden spoke at his funeral, and I read his eulogy last night, and he basically took him under his wing after Biden voted against him, like in one of the first bills, like Byrd took. If you've never seen the Senate vote, they have this long piece of paper that has their names, and as they vote, they check yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. And after that vote, Byrd took the paper, and he circled Biden's name, and he hung it up on his door of his office as never do this again to me, kind of. It was kind of a veiled threat. If you ever want to get something done in the Senate, never do this again. When I want you to vote my way, you are going to vote my way. Yeah. KKK. Byrd. Democrat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. So, a lot of you people don't know, but this year is a record year for minorities running for Congress in the Republican Party. There's somewhere between 15 and 20, which is a record. Did you know about this? Probably not. Probably not. Have you seen one of them on CNN or MSNBC? No. I don't even think you've seen them on Fox. Probably not. Seen them on Meet the Press? No. This Week with George Stephanopoulos? No. CBS? No. No. You don't hear about these people anywhere. Anywhere at all. Except on the Patriot Radio Network, which you can find on Sirius Channel 125. Wilcow, who's on from 12 to 3. He's going through a process of interviewing these candidates multiple times. He's like the only one. We have a record number of minority candidates running for Congress as Republicans, and you never hear about this. What a surprise. It doesn't fit the media's narrative. Shocker! Shocker! Shocker. Wouldn't it be great if we could have more minorities in Congress that are Republicans? Think what that would be like. Think what that would be. Let's take Chicago. Let's even look at local politics. Let's take Chicago. Now, Chicago has a mayor, and they have 50 aldermans. For those of you that don't know what an alderman is, think of it as like a mob family. The mayor is the Don, the head, the Don. And the aldermans are the capos, the leaders that, the Don can't lead everybody. He's the Don. The capos are the ones that get the shit done. So in Chicago, they have 50 of these people.
Okay.
46 of them are Democrats.
Okay.
4 of them are independents.
Okay.
No Republicans. No Republicans. I can't even tell you. I couldn't even find the last time there was an alderman in Chicago that was a Republican. Can't find. There are people. Fix the microphone.
I'm working on it.
There are people in these big cities that have never had the opportunity to vote for a Republican because there's never been any on the ballot. I'll guarantee you, if you want to run to be an alderman in Chicago and you're a Republican, they're probably going to say, "Get out of the race, or they're going to find you dead." I would almost guarantee that would happen. That's the Progressive Party in America. It is. That's what this has come to. Baltimore.
Sounds kind of like fascism.
Yes. Like, there's no, you never see Republican candidates like in Baltimore. None. You usually see a Republican candidate running for mayor of Philly, and he gets 0.8% of the vote or something like that. It's kind of like in the old Soviet Union, where 100% of the people would vote, and there was only one candidate.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think 100% of the people voted if there was only one candidate? Take a guess.
They were forced to vote.
Or
they were threatened.
Or, if they didn't vote, what?
They get killed.
They would be killed.
That's what threatened means.
They would be killed. Back in the old Soviet Union, you basically had 100% turnout, and they had one candidate on the ballot. And if you didn't vote, basically you were killed. Kind of what's going on in this country. Kind of.
Close.
Kind of. Yes. Yes.
Interesting to compare us to the Soviet Union.
Well, you got a statue of Lenin in Seattle that's not being, knocked over. Oy vey, oh vey, oh vey. Yes. Well, I'm rifling through this list here.
You are.
I am. So, like I said earlier, people on Twitter know that I'm pro-Trump.
Yeah.
So I have to be put up with being called a racist.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pro-Trump. It has nothing to do with Trump doing the most for the minority community ever. By the way, I'm taking a drink from my myracehorse.com cup that I got for free from my racehorses were like the majority owners of my horses, and they sent me some swag. Probably because they know I have a YouTube channel.
It's because you got a cup, you got a shirt, you got a hat,
a Nike hat that you stole.
It's right there.
You're like, can I wear your hat, Daddy?
That is not what I said.
Can I wear your hat, non-genetically proven, Daddy?
You're the one that said you don't like it. And it's a Nike hat. So it's comfortable.
It's very thin.
Guy goes, it's too thin, I don't like it. Fine, I'll wear it.
Can I wear your hat, Daddy?
You portray me as like...
Whippy!
Yeah, pretty much.
So, anyway, I'm considered a racist because I'm pro-Trump.
Apparently I'm racist then, too.
So, what I do anymore when I'm called a racist, I come back with, well, so in other words, you're a Biden fan, right? Usually I get a, yes, or a, duh, or a, whatever rude thing they want to say to me. So I say to them now, well, you're a pedophile. If I'm a racist, you're a pedophile. If I'm a racist for supporting Trump, you must be a pedophile for supporting Biden. I got proof. How many videos is there about him sniffing girls on the internet? Yeah, I got proof. No proof that he's a racist. Funny how Al Sharpton loved him before he ran for president on the Republican side. Funny how that happened. Jesse Jackson loved him until he ran for president on the Republican side. Till he walked down that escalator in his building. Amazing. Amazing. He's done more for the black community than any president, including the last one, who was black. Was Obama racist? Maybe Obama was a racist. What did he do for the black community? He gave him what? Obama phones. Remember the Obama phone?
What the hell was that?
If you couldn't afford a phone, you got a free phone.
What was it, a flip phone?
Basically.
So it was $5.
Yeah. Remember the Obama phone?
Obamacare.
Remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah, that horrible piece of legislation.
That was undone very quickly.
Do you remember the Obama phone? So what? Was Obama a racist? Huh? Is Mayor Lightfoot in Chicago a racist? What has she done? How many black people get shot every weekend in Chicago? Last week set a record. There was 30-some people shot or 60-some people, whatever the number was. Is she a racist because she's doing nothing for her community? He's doing stuff. I support him. I'm a racist. Lawrence O'Donnell. Now that's a racist. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care if I get fucking sued by Lawrence O'Donnell. For those of you that don't know Lawrence O'Donnell, he's on MSNBC. He's got a show. I believe it's still on at 10 o'clock at night. He's a racist. He had the freaking nerve, and you guys might remember this. We're going to go back in time. You won't remember this. But for those of you that remember Herman Cain, Herman Cain grew up in the 60s. He ran for president. Black man. He was like the president of Papa John's for a while or something like that, and a couple other places. Really smart businessman. Lawrence O'Donnell had him on his show in 2011, and he basically chastised Herman Cain for not marching in the riots in the 60s. You know, he go back and find it. You can find the video of the interview. He basically said, you know, how come you didn't participate? Huh? You were old enough. How come you didn't participate? How fucking dare Lawrence O'Donnell call out Herman Cain's blackness? How dare he? How fucking dare he, Lawrence O'Donnell, you fucking racist? Asshole. Liberals, fucking progressives are the racist in this country. You can see it every fucking day. You just gotta look for it. It's there every single day. Look at any major city, because they're all run by progressives. They keep their thumb on minorities. Keep them down. God forbid if a minority could ever get their leg up. Basically, so many of the rich minorities that aren't in show business are all conservatives. It's amazing how that works. As soon as you give minorities freedom, they become conservatives. It's amazing how that works. So of course, progressives want to keep their thumb on the minority computer. Remember the minority community. We talked about it the other week. Remember the civil rights movement. You're just kind of like staring off into space.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just listening here.
Remember the civil rights movement. Oh, come into our cities. And then the progressives left the cities. Come into our schools. Then the progressives left the schools. They built their own. You want to see who the racists are? Take a look in the fucking mirror, you progressive piece of shit. That guy's not a racist. I'm not a racist. You're probably not a pedophile. But if you're going to call me a racist, I'm going to call you a pedophile. How do you like it? Huh? How do you like it? Bet you don't like it too much, do you?
What in the world is YouTube blocking out? I'm confused.
I'm going to get thrown off of YouTube, I'm sure.
Dom Lennon, racist, blames, hates the white guy while bailing a white guy.
Yeah, Don Lemon's another one. Idiot.
Apparently YouTube, I think, blocked out racist.
Probably.
How is that? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Unless they blacked out white. Never know anymore. Who the fuck knows anymore? So, back to Chaz for a moment. I would love to see what would happen if a bunch of people that think like us got our guns, went to Seattle, and not took over Chaz. No. Let them have their 6 blocks. We get 6 blocks right next to them, though. Wonder what the mayor would do. Wonder if the mayor would consider us a love fest, a summer of love. Will our 6 blocks be a summer of love? Or is the mayor going to send in the police to get rid of us because we're conservatives? What do you think? What do you think would happen? Think about it.
Would the police actually try to take us over, though?
I don't know. Who knows?
Would they side with us?
Who knows what would happen? I would love to see it. I know there's very few conservatives up that way, but I would love to see us all band together and go take over 6 blocks in Seattle and see what the police do. I would love to see it. I'll even send in my White Walkers.
And your dragon.
That's racist too.
White Walker?
White Walkers. Yeah. There's going to be no more Game of Thrones on HBO. At least that season, because of the White Walkers. It's a racist name.
They'll just be called. They'll probably have to change them to zombie walkers.
Probably. Trump's flag is racist because there's white in it.
I'm probably gonna get another one that says, well, it doesn't say.
You wait to see how racist my flag is.
What do you mean?
The PA Phatts background is all white.
The one that I plan on getting, it says Trump 2020. Yeah. No more bullshit.
Yeah, no more bullshit. That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Is don't tread on me? Is that racist too?
Don't you dare! No. Live free or die, baby.
New Hampshire?
Yeah. Although you wouldn't know by how they vote these days. Let's see here. Oh! So, the Minnesota... say the word. Minneapolis. City Council has now officially voted to get rid of the police in their town. It was unanimous. It came out today. They voted. They're going to replace them with some type of community organizational effort. This is going to be a fun experiment to watch what happens. I mean, the town is already trash. Which, by the way, the mayor is now asking our federal government to give them at least $55 million to help rebuild the city. No. I shouldn't have to pay because you couldn't control the people in your city with your Hillary socks on. And you cried at the Floyd Memorial, and then the people chased you out when you said I'm not in favor of defunding the police. They turned right on you really quickly. You fucking hippie. Cried. Now you want $55 million to help rebuild your city. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think the taxpayers should have to pay that out. Why not make the looters get a goddamn job rebuilding it? For free? How about that?
It's a good idea.
How about rounding up all the looters and make them rebuild it and they work for free? There's a word for that, but I won't say it. It's kind of racist, so I won't say it. How about it? That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it? Awesome idea.
Well, then they'd be slaves.
So it's interesting to see what's going to happen in Minneapolis. See, I said it. It's amazing. I'm dying early.
Perfect solution.
It is a great solution. It is a great. So, Black Lives Matter. They do. They matter. By the way, I'm a racist because I say all lives matter.
I would sooner say that too.
I'm a racist because I say all lives matter. I don't care if you're black, white, brown, orange, purple,
yellow,
aquamarine, yellow, green, because you could be Martian. Maybe I'm racist against Martian people. I don't know. Maybe.
Orange.
I don't care what color you are. I don't care. But I'm a racist because I say all lives matter. Even those that wear blue. The cops. Their lives matter too.
So wait, you telling me you didn't put up a little black box?
No.
Why not?
I did not put up a little black box.
Well, you didn't want to feel good about yourself.
Nope. I don't need a little black box to feel good about myself. Did you put up a black box? You didn't put up a black box.
I did not put up a black box.
I'm special. I put up a black box.
You get a medal.
I love the videos on Twitter when you see white people arguing with black people, calling them like, it's the white people that are trying to help the black people, and the black people are saying, just get the fuck away from me. And the white people are yelling back, I'm trying to help you. You're not really black. You should want our help. It's fun to watch those videos. They're great. They're awesome to watch. So anyway, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been on the Black Lives Matter website. I was there. I spent some time on it.
I tried to open up Netflix and it was trying to make me watch Black Lives Matter stuff. And I'm like, I'm trying to watch something. I don't care about all your documentaries. Amazon did that too.
I know, I saw that.
And Netflix did the same thing.
I saw it. So, anyway, when you go to the homepage of Black Lives Matter, obviously right there in the upper right, donate. donate. Donate.
Did you donate?
Yeah. I donated.
50 cents?
50 cent?
Yeah.
50 cent? Cost 45 cents because you get a nickel back?
That's a concert.
Nickelback, right? Nickelback. 50 cent Nickelback. I slay me. But anyway.
Oh, that would be a terrible duo for a concert. Like,
who would be the headliner? None of them. whoever headlines, the crowd leaves.
pretty much.
The crowd, actually, whoever starts the concert, the crowd leaves. But anyway, I digress. So, I did click on the donate button. I will say that. I did not donate, but I did click on the donate button. And here's what it says.
Fund the movement.
It says contribution rules. This contribution is made from my own funds or the funds of an authorizing corporation or other entity, and the funds are not being provided by any other person or entity. Act Blue Charities. That's who your money goes to. Act Blue Charities. Act Blue Charities is a registered charitable organization formed to democratize charitable giving. A copy of our latest financial reports may be obtained by emailing info at actblue, blah, 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 blah. Act Blue. Your money doesn't go to Black Lives Matter. It goes to Act Blue, who is a funding arm of the Democratic Party. How interesting. So, I took a little bit of a jog to Act Blue's website. And what do you know? Here's who's Act Blue has given money to so far this year. Their number one giver, they have given $186,780,000. I guess it's not just this year. It's through June. It's through June 1st or something like that. But they've given $186 million, almost $187 million to Bernie 2020. Bernie 2020. Second place, $119 million, Biden for president. Third, $93 million, Elizabeth Warren Presidential Exploratory Committee. Fourth, $78 million, Pete for America, Pete Buttigieg. Fifth, $55 million, Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Sixth, $43 million, Amy for America, Amy Klobuchar. Seventh, $31 million, Friends of Andrew Yang. Are you seeing a pattern here? Eighth, $31 million, Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee. Ninth, $29 million, just about $30 million, Democratic National Committee. 10th, $29.5 million, Amy McGrath for Senate. Did you see Black Lives Matter in there?
I did not.
Now, I did a little research.
Apparently the people donating didn't.
I did a little research. Yours truly, the guy who always does this shit because he social distances all the time.
Because he's got nothing better to do.
I got nothing better to do. I did a little... If I can't inform the peeps, what good am I?
All 4,000 of them.
If I can't inform you guys, I'm not doing my job if I can't inform you guys. Now, Act Blue gives money to a lot of Democratic causes. They do. Now,
really? They're not going to give stuff to Trump 2020?
No.
Why not?
By the way, they have like a lot of other expenses. It's
that.
amazing. Like, it's amazing.
There's one that's $1 billion there. Up, down, right there.
Contributions to federal candidates, over $1 billion. So anyway.
Hey, if they give like $1 million to everyone in America can get like a...
I'm gonna connect the dots here.
Okay.
Now, Black Lives Matter is a particular charity that it is illegal for them to give to campaigns. Okay? Now remember that. Act Blue says any money that they collect when somebody hits the Black Lives Matter donation button, it goes back to Black Lives Matter. I hope that's true. I really do. Because I don't think if someone's hitting the Black Lives Matter button, they're wanting to give money to Amy Klobuchar. Just my personal opinion, but I could be wrong. So hopefully it does that. But here's how Act Blue gets around it. Ready for this? Are you ready to be awoken? I gotta find it. Under the terms and conditions of giving them money. Redesignation of contributions. Redesignation of contributions. In the event that a campaign or committee fails for 60 days to cash a check from Act Blue, which includes your contribution, or affirmatively refuses a contribution earmarked through Act Blue, your contribution will be redesignated as a contribution to Act Blue. Contributions to social welfare organizations which are similarly not cashed, this would where Black Lives Matter would fit in, or affirmatively refused will be kept by Act Blue and used generally to support its social welfare activities. Contributions to charitable organizations which are not cashed or affirmatively refused will go to Act Blue charities. Well, what do you know? So people donate, let's just say $1 million through the Black Lives Matter website. The money goes to Act Blue. Act Blue cuts a check for the $1 million, sends it off to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, no, we don't want that. We're going to send that back. Now Act Blue could do whatever they want to do with the money. Isn't that interesting? It's a great way to get around that law. Great way to get around that law that Black Lives Matter can't give to a political campaign, isn't it? Just don't cash the check. How interesting. Or just refuse the check. You don't even have to wait the 60 days. It says it right there. You could refuse the check. Now, all of a sudden, they could do whatever they want to do with the money. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it? It's what happens when idiots like me do research.
Yeah, that probably took you, what, an hour to figure that out?
Nah, I just clicked on the thing at the bottom. And
but then you, read through it and found that and then read that and we're like, oh!
Gotcha!
Ooh!
I must have had some progressives watching because our count is going down unless if they ran to give money to Black Lives Matter.
Okay. Kind of have my doubts on that, but okay.
So the last thing I want to talk about tonight. And
so we are still talking about social welfare. The Dems are enabling BLM.
Yes, they are. So a couple weeks ago, I did basically a whole show on General Flynn.
Yes.
Where I walked you through step by step what's going on. So today, they had the oral argument in remember Judge Sullivan basically said, I'm not letting the government throw out this case. He now wants to be the prosecutor in the case and the judge.
How does that work?
Yeah. So they had their little hearing today. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I actually work for a living, so I was
really?
Working. Yeah, really.
Cool.
Really. Yeah, really. Really.
Oh, I see you sit here all day.
Yeah.
And you go out for a walk at 12.
And over there's the work computer, and over there's the second monitor, and here's the mouse that usually goes with that computer.
And here's my mouse.
And here's my other mouse for this computer right here. Yes. So, yeah. So they had they must have given the money to Black Lives Matter. They're back. So, they must be done contributing. I hope Black Lives Matter cashes the check. Or not. Or else maybe your money goes to Amy Klobuchar.
Or Bernie 2020, apparently.
Or Bernie 2024.
He might be dead by then. With, what's his face?
Or
Biden.
Or Pierce Nipples in 2024.
What's wrong with Pierce Nipples?
On a governor?
I guarantee
who wore a tight shirt that day.
There's got to be somebody in the Senate that has Pierce Nipples.
It's almost as bad as a first lady having a penis. Look it up.
Yes, her dancing. She does this, and you definitely...
Doing, doing, doing. It's there. There's something flopping around in there. I don't know what it is. Hey, could be the inside of a belt. I don't know, but there's something going doing.
That's a
doing,
loose
doing.
belt. That belt's popping out about 4 inches. Hey, there's conspiracy theories all over YouTube about it.
There is. There is. By the way, conspiracy theory is a made-up term by the government, by the way. I learned that today.
Again,
In my rundown, it was...
Random
yes,
is all hell
it was,
things.
It was made up by the government to get people to stop talking about the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah, and a scientist came up with COVID-19, your point?
I don't know.
And said, here. And just put it in China, apparently.
More people must have went to make donations. You know,
somebody else.
I should put PA Fats on the Act Blue website. Maybe I should get some money.
As is Act Blue. Still didn't watch the vid of Michelle. I showed it to you when we... Oh, wait, you didn't want to see it.
Yeah, you didn't want to see it. Yeah, you didn't want to see it. So anyway, the oral arguments in the Flynn getting the case thrown out were today. Obviously, they didn't rule today. I'm sure somewhere over the weekend I'll read what happened, and maybe I'll report on it Tuesday if I remember. It's a long way till Tuesday, and Lord knows I'm getting old, and my brain
4 days.
my brain cells don't work good anymore.
Yeah, because you stare at 4 computers all day.
But if it was 6 years from now, I'd remember.
Probably.
Very good with the long-term memory. Short-term memory, not so good. Not so good. All right. So, you got anything to say? You didn't say much tonight. You weren't being a good sidekick tonight.
Hi.
You were not being a good sidekick.
I don't have input on Chaz and
Well, you talk about something. Go ahead.
Paw Patrol.
Talk about Paw Patrol.
I don't even know what Paw Patrol... I've never watched Paw Patrol. AC Milan tied today.
There you go.
And they didn't get through the Coppa Italia final.
I watched that game.
Granada beat Getafe 2-1 in the Serie A. First game of the back with the Serie A or whatever.
What about La Liga?
That is La Liga.
Dumbass. Even I knew that.
Leipzig beat Hoffenheim today in the German league. That league's already over. Bayern Munich already won.
The Bundesliga.
Bundesliga! Tomorrow, pregame. Napoli versus Inter Milan. Go Inter.
The word on the street, Penn National may be starting next Friday. Horse racing might be back in our state.
Yeah, the problem is you're going to have to probably wear a mask in the restaurant.
No, they're not letting anybody in there. I don't think.
There's no point going up there.
Well, you can watch it on your TV. They're going to run 2 days a week to start off. Wednesdays and Fridays is what their plan is. Philadelphia Park, though, Philadelphia Park is very... I read an article again. Here I go reading again. They need a lot of their slot revenue to fund their races. So until they might stay closed down until they allow people back in their casino, unless they find another way to get money. So don't be surprised if Philly Park takes a little while to open. But if Penn National gets approval, they are back open next Friday. And so, buy some stock.
So you want to do some pregame for tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do some pre-gaming. Sure.
All right.
Would anybody watch us if we do pre-gaming on European soccer?
All right, here we go. Espanyol versus Alaves. This is La Liga. Match day 28.
Okay.
Espanyol versus Alaves.
What do you want me to say? You want me to tell you about the players?
The winner.
Oh. Not Espanyol.
Good. Alaves 1-0. Celta Vigo versus Villarreal.
Villarreal.
I'm going to say 1-1 tie.
Okay.
Leganes versus Real Valladolid.
0-0 because he can't pronounce the names.
Barcelona versus Real Malaca.
Barcelona easily.
Yeah. Bundesliga. Match day 31.
31.
Werder Bremen versus Paderborn. That's a terrible game. That is such an awful game.
I'll call a 6-6 tie.
6-6.
It'll be the best game of the season.
Cologne versus FC Union Berlin.
Oh, the Krauts in Berlin.
SC Freiburg versus Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg, just because of the name.
Hertha Berlin versus Eintracht Frankfurt.
Eintracht Frankfurt? It sounds like a song. I'll take the other Berlin team.
You're dumb. Borussia Dortmund versus Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf. Dortmund.
Bayern Munich versus Mönchengladbach.
Bayern.
That could be a close game. Coppa Italia, Inter versus Napoli.
Inter.
The winner will face Juventus
Inter.
on Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Juventus did not look too good today, actually.
They really didn't.
No.
Who'd you say, Inter?
Yes.
Then there's Major League Soccer stuff. I don't know if...
Actually...
Does Major League Soccer start tomorrow?
No, it doesn't start till July. And they're doing like this World Cup kind of thing. It's really weird.
Hey,
Really weird.
Hey, on Tuesday, we're pre-gaming for the Premier League.
Woo!
It's on Wednesday. Coming back.
Hey, we could pregame Tuesday night for the Premier League. There you go.
Oh, there's Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga.
You just wait till the NHL starts back up. Could be interesting to see how they keep the ice from melting when they play games in July. That'd be interesting.
Indoors.
Think about it. When we used to go to the Royals games all the time and it was warm out, you know how bad the ice got?
I don't remember.
Think about it.
Thinking.
Think about it. Think about it. Unless they put all the games like up in Winnipeg or something like that.
So don't. It's the same thing. What else can we? What? There's nothing else to pregame.
No, there's nothing else to pregame. No.
How am I playing disc golf tomorrow?
Are you playing disc golf tomorrow?
Probably.
It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. You could open up the windows tonight. You don't need the air conditioner. It's supposed to be like in the mid-50s the next couple nights.
So that means I'm still going to put the air conditioner on.
Because you just want to jack up my electric rates.
No, because it needs to be 50 degrees in my room.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a safe, happy, healthy weekend. Remember, go to the Act Blue website and donate some money to PA Phatts TV. Phatts TV. It'll be right on there. Just say, I'm donating Phatts TV, baby. Phatts TV. Actually, and the Conservatives have like a website very similar too. They started a couple of years ago. I think it's called Think Red. I should put Phatts TV on there too, so you can go to both. I'm an equal opportunity money taker. I'm a grifter. Are you just about ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
You want to say anything else before we leave?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I got to go back to Seattle to sit on the throne, and I don't mean the toilet. The Game of Thrones. Remember what happened in the game? Remember what happened to the throne at the end? The dragon melted it.
Let's say it didn't exist.
Didn't exist at the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. We will see you Tuesday.
I be with us all.
Oh.
Wrong one.